Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and also Brink, and we are one community. Today, I want to talk about something super exciting, and that is the Steam Deck 2 is finally coming out. And well, it's not done by Valve, and it's not a Steam Deck 2, but it comes pretty close because of some touchpads that are on an Ayaneo device. Yes, an Ayaneo device. I hear you out. Another device. But you got to hear me out. Watch the whole video and get to the end, and I kind of also want to hear what you have to say, but I give my thoughts on this and why I would get it or why I won't get it. But let's go through some of the specs and all that. And before we do that, make sure to like, subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar if you like the video and want to continue watching some more of my videos, as we're going to be having a very full month this month. Now, finally, this thing has touchpads. And while that doesn't fully make it a Steam Deck 2, and obviously Steam Deck 2 is going to come from Valve, it gets it that much closer. Now, if it only has support for the Steam OS system, the operating system that Valve came out with, which Valve has been known, and it's been rumored that they're working with multiple companies potentially to release Steam OS on other devices, or at least get it kind of hopefully working. We'll see. But that's one of the biggest reasons I would see why you'd want to have touch pads on a device like this potentially, is to have a good support. I guess once again, it might still work with Steam and some other devices and their device drivers, who knows. But I don't know. This is a little bit of a hint that maybe SteamOS is coming to Ayaneo, and that is a big deal. And we'll get to that a little later. We'll get down into now is the specs, kind of like what's rumored. Some of it is speculative. Other portions are known. 8.4-inch screen is what it's going to be rocking. I'm expecting probably something around a 1440p resolution. So not 4K, obviously, like a 2K kind of resolution. It's, I think, pretty on point with some of their other devices. Then the Ayaneo Kun should ship with Hall effect joysticks, triggers, and an 8-directional D-pad and 2 touchpads. And the D-pad does look premium. It looks like something you'd see on the Xbox Pro controllers. So I think we're going to be getting a little bit of a premium device here, and that could lend to some issues pricing-wise. Moreover, the gaming handheld has 3 shoulder buttons and will offer Windows Hello authentication via a fingerprint scanner and a front-facing camera. And yes, this is going to have something that no other device kind of like it has yet. I mean, there's some devices, but out of the mainstream stuff, I believe ROG Ally and the Steam Deck does not. This will have a front-facing camera for the unlocking and spying on you feature. Spying, more of a jest. It is kind of cool to be able to use the fingerprint scanner to be able to unlock it, or use your face, just look at it. And now I don't need something quite like that. I don't typically do any type of security stuff with my Steam Deck. I probably should. I have security stuff on buying things, but I don't really use it on pulling it open and putting it away, like resuming and all that on my games. It would probably be kind of nice to have that feature built in, and if it had a camera, just make it easy, because honestly, that's the biggest part. I don't do it because it's not easy. And I know for some people, this will be a very important feature, either way, to have that extra security, whether it be a fingerprint or the face, to hide those secret collections from other people in your household or wherever you want. You don't want someone to just randomly grab your device and then start getting an eyeful of one of your special collections. So with that, expect 2 USB-C ports, a USB-A port, stereo speakers, a built-in mic, and a vent on top of the system. So, sucks it in the back, blows it out the top, and you're going to have, it honestly, getting a little bit more standard. Hopefully Valve can, see that it's becoming a little bit more standard to have more than just one USB-C port. And then they are promising the best color performance in the industry, the longest battery life, courtesy of a 75-watt battery, which is awesome, and the best heat dissipation performance around, I guess. But I think everyone kind of claims this type of thing, so we'll see. I know the ROG Ally has a pretty good system going there, and from my understanding, does a really good job with its 2 fans, and it's pretty quiet. So we'll see. The Ayaneos can get pretty loud, at least in the past ones I've had. Then the device is going to weigh more than 900 grams, or about 2 pounds. It's going to be a hefty little thing. Not little, going to be big. Now, if we want to fill in some of the missing specs that we have here, I bet you we can guess a couple of them. As far as the APU, it'll probably be a 7840 or something along those lines. AMD APU. Now, it's probably going to have somewhere around a 512 gigabyte PCIe, NVMe, M.2, SSD. 2280 is what they've been able to fit in a lot of devices, but I'm kind of curious if they'll go a different route. I wouldn't mind seeing something like a 2280 and then a 2230. I know they've been able to sometimes fit things into their bigger devices that holds more memory. It would be kind of nice to see that. We'll see though. Like, it's not the biggest thing for me, but it would be nice to see that. Wi-Fi 6, a given. Bluetooth 5.2. Now, the one thing we can be sure about is that this device will be much more pricier than the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, for that matter. I expect it to cost around $1,000, no cheaper than $899, and then probably no more expensive than $1499. So we can expect it. I'm thinking they're going to try really hard to hit that $999 spot. Like, they're going to probably try to hit that pretty hard. And we'll see what happens, though, because I don't know what they're going to cheap out on to get to that. And I know it's getting more and more competitive as more and more devices come out. And I know that this is different enough. That's what makes me excited about this one. Now, will I be getting it? I don't need trackpads on my Steam Deck. So this is kind of cool that it has the trackpads, but I don't need that. What I do like is the 8.4-inch screen. I do wish it was bezel-less or like near bezel-less. It's got those thicker bezels, kind of like the Steam Deck does. And then also the battery on this is pretty awesome compared to some other devices. At 75 watts, like, you're going to be getting a lot of game time out of that, and it's going to need it for that screen, probably for whatever they're going to run that APU at. It's going to need all that. But if I can't easily get SteamOS on it, or easily have support like day one, like first party support from Valve of SteamOS, then I'll probably pass on it unless I get a review unit, and then I will discover, if it's good or not. As far as a consumer, it's very attractive if it has SteamOS. If not, that's a pass. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Are you going to be picking something up like this? What would get you to buy this? And why are you not going to get it? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. With that, check out all the other goodies in the description below, including stuff for the Steam Deck. I'm going to have stuff for the ROG Ally. I'm going to have a bunch of other things in there, including coffee and affiliate stuff that helps support the channel and helps me. So thank you guys. Check out my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Later.